said she running away. She said she can't take it no more. No. So she ran away. She can't love him, said she running away. She said she can't take it no more. No. So she ran away.
Hey family, and welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, give me a like, comment, and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell another friend about this channel. And guys, if you want to see how I turned this house into a lovely, beautiful home that is loved by the client, to give them this look, go ahead and stick around. Hey family, so I did all this work and didn't film it because it was just too much going on. Okay, me and Babe was building it, and I know how he gets. I didn't want to be filming and moving stuff, have to move a camera and stuff like that, and he's like, we got work to do. Okay, so basically I am building the unit. I will put the unit that I'm building, I'll put it up, and these are to go to the project I told you guys about in Florida. Okay, so what I did here was some pocket holes with that machine right there. My garage is a mess right now, and these are the floating shelves. So these are the floating shelf. What I did use for this project is I used birch. I used finished ply birch. So this is finished. I'm just gonna add another coat after I'm finished. You can't really sand this. I'm gonna wipe it down, and you can't really sand it because it's already finished on this side. So I'm going to wipe it down, and I'll spray the polyurethane on it. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to work on the edging. Some of the edges, like, it's too sharp. I'm going to try to put my router on it and see if that will fix it, or do I have to sit here and manually hand sand it down. I don't want to do that because I might scrape off too much of the veneer. Okay, so we're leaving tomorrow, so I have to do all this work. I have to get these fixed. I'm going to fix these now, do what I have to do to these. Then this is one part of that shelf. So for this part of the shelf, I have to sand this inner part. This is the unfinished side, and then I have to stain it. And I want to spray it with my sprayer instead of hand doing it. I might spray it. Then I have this piece. I have the glass and stuff in the back of my car. So yeah, so that's what's going on now. I would try to film a little bit of this. So we have a little makeshift shop here going on. So yeah, I'm going to work now on the floating shelves. So the floating shelves, one end is closed and the other end is open because it's going against this unit, this same unit. Okay, but I definitely will let you guys get some more. I definitely give you guys some more footage of this process. If I decide to router it, I'm gonna use the router on a sample piece and see if it's gonna do what I want it to do, and if it does, then I'll router these. Okay, so I'll be back, guys. Okay family, so the bit that I have for my router, it doesn't it's too big. It's a 1/4 inch. I need like a smaller 16 inch to give me this rounding, so I literally have to sand it. So this is a 320 grit, so I'm just sanding down each edge so that the edges wouldn't be too sharp. So yesterday what I did is I added some wood filler in each of the corners, because you know the 45s, when you cut them, they're not as perfect if you don't have like one of those broad machines where you can sit the wood on top of and all that stuff. But when you're manually pushing it through, you kind of don't get a good 45, right? So I'm going to sand each corner down. Like, let me show you an example. You see that meeting right there? That's the wood filler in there. So I'm going to sand it. I'm just lightly pressing. I'm not pressing too hard. And do you see now? See the difference? So that's what I'm going to do on both sides, top and bottom. Well, top and bottom. And also on that piece over there, do the sides. And then I'll get back to you guys when I am working on the other tall piece. I got to put that piece. I'm going to put it together temporarily because it cannot it's too long. I need to leave it at its 8 foot because the ceiling is 8'7". So I don't want to cut it and then have to rejoin it. So I'm trying to go down there with it that long. It's a little too long for my car. It like comes all the way to the front. But I'm gonna just have to deal with that so that this thing can look right. Yeah, but I need to try. I need to fit it up, do a rough fitting to make sure all my pieces are correct and that I don't need to do any tweaking before I go down there. Because I'm trying not to walk with no bunch of, like, a lot of tools down there. That's why. And making, like, all this kind of mess right here to have to clean, I prefer to make that mess up here. Okay, so I'm going to do this. Let me get this out of the way. That's why I say it's hard for me to film. I could go upstairs for my camera and put it to film. But I don't even think that battery is charged on that. So, yeah, I will, let me do this and I'll get back to you guys when I'm setting up the bookshelf. Okay? Okay, family, as you can see, we have started the install in the living room. So those white planks that you're seeing on the wall, I actually got those from wallplank.com. I will leave the link in the description. What he's doing now is he's taking the measurement for the outlets. So guys, when I walk into the space, when I got there, I had no intentions of doing nothing like this in the dining room. But when I got there, I knew that the client said she wanted her dining room to be a showstopper, because as soon as you enter the home, that is the first space that you see. Therefore, as I walked in, I saw the light installed. They installed it the same day that I got there. When we got the light installed and I saw the light, the vision for this wall came into play. And as a designer, that's just how it works. When we walk into a space, we may give you one plan, but when we get there, we see something completely new. So guys, for this wall, like I said, I came up with this idea to do the board and batten on the wall. And I wanted it to not compete with this light, because the light is very dramatic. And, you know, it just gives you that feeling. So I also wanted the wall to do that. Now, when I decided how I wanted to do this wall, as you know me, I like to change things up. I don't like to do the same thing over and over in every space that I go into. So you will see how I changed up how I added the board and batten on this wall versus to how you've seen me done it in other projects like my home. So what we did is we put the 6-inch on the top, 6-inch to the bottom. We did a 1.5 inch against the ceiling. Okay, family, so I want you guys to take a really good look at this dining room table and see how it complements this beautiful light fixture that we have here. This light fixture is big and it's bold, and it just say, I'm here, what you gonna do? So this dining room table set, I said we got it from Ashley Furniture. It is solid wood. It has a leaf in the middle that can be removed if you want to make it a little smaller. This dining room table right here turned out beautiful. The chairs, I wouldn't say is 100% really good quality, but you know, for a space that's just a showroom type space, the chairs are fine and they look nice. So guys, here I am in the garage and I am applying the stain to the strips that is going to go in the living room on the wall. When I got there, I had to make a change to that design, which I showed you the design earlier in the video. but we made a change to the design because there was a light switch right in the almost dead center of the piece, and to do diagonals around that, it wasn't cutting it. Plus material, as you guys know, is not cheap anymore, and we were starting to go over budget. Okay, and I have this terrible habit because I want something to look how I want it to look. I want it to, you know, when I leave a space it looks awesome, I start to go into my pocket. So I had to alter the design for both those reasons. One, because of that light switch that was going to be in the way, and two, because of material. So we built this piece for the client. Normally we will design it and, you know, get someone to build it for us, but lately we have been building the pieces for our clients, you know, just leave a little bit of our personality in this space, and just help save clients some money. Now if the client have the budget, we'll design it and let one of our workmen build it for us. But for this particular client, we, you know, she's such a sweet soul, and we wanted her house to really look like a home. That is what she wanted. She will tell you quick that I'm not a designer, I don't know what to select, and that's exactly what she said when I went and I purchased all of the things that I was going to decorate her home with. She said I would have never knew to pick up any of these. Okay, so guys, these drapery came from JAGmade, and if you guys know, I use JAGmade in my home. I'm so pleased with them, and I have decided that any project I'm doing after, I will be using their product. Now the rods, got the rods from Amazon. They are these industrial looking rods. They look like pipes, and they just fit this design style that we're going with. I don't know if I mentioned the design style, but it is farmhouse modern. So that is the design that we went with in this home, because she wanted, you know, she wasn't sure what her design style was, and when I showed her certain inspiration, she was kind of all over the place. But I did realize that she wanted that fancy chic look, and farm style modern definitely would give her that. So these draperies are so heavy. Along with them being heavy, for God's name's sake, it was like in this room we found the studs, but over in the living room area we could not find any studs, because this home is in Florida, and the first floor is built with center blocks, or you guys will call them cement blocks, right? So they don't place the studs like you would in a normal home, either 16 inches apart or 24 inches apart. They don't place them like that, and it's very hard to find the studs. Luckily, I was able to find them in the dining room, but in the other spaces, we could not find the studs. It was very, very hard. So as you will see, we have the walls prepped to paint. So this is going to be a double effort, where he is going to start painting and I'm going to start rolling. Okay, so I'm just giving you a quick clip of how frustrated we got trying to find studs in this wall and could not find it. So we moved on to adding the lights to this unit. So I did get the light strips. It comes with a remote. I got them from Amazon. I will leave that description in that link, sorry, in the description. The floating shelves have been installed. I kind of left this space because we had to order one more strip of light. This whole install took us 4 days, so we have to wait for that next strip of light to come so that he can finish install those lights, and then we'll be able to finish this wall. So while we were waiting, that's when I sneaked in and said, hey, I want to do such and such in the dining room. Okay, I went to the client and said, I want to do such and such in the dining room. This is how much I think the material is going to cost. Do you think you have the budget for it? And she was like, yes, I'll find the budget for it. So that's how we were able to jump off of this and go to the dining room. Okay guys, so this fan, I also ordered this fan because there was no fan in the room. It was just one recessed can. And what he's doing now is he's caulking. Guys, even though this is a brand new house, there were crooked walls and the ceiling was off by half of an inch. The walls had bellies in them. This is a brand new house. I was so annoyed. Like, I wanted to go look for the builder and just smack him. Like, you get a house becomes this crooked after it has settled. This house where I'm showing you right now, my wood is straight, and that's to show you how crooked the ceiling was in a brand new house. The house literally just got finished building. So guys, here is the dining room. I did the rolling and he did all of the edging, and I'm standing back and saying, wow, this heifer done put a black wall in somebody's house. Literally, that's what I said. Now, I would do stuff like this in my house because I know most people are afraid of color, and for me it's just paint. And if I don't want it no more, I can paint it out. But some people just be like, you know. But when she walked in that evening from work, she came back out smiling. She said, I like the wall. I like the black. It looks nice. I was so relieved to hear her say that. Okay, guys. I had to throw a DIY in there. I purchased these mirrors from Home Goods, and I bought them up in Georgia. So they have some like wooden beads to hang them from, but since I decided to paint the wall black, these were also like a black as well. So I decided to spray them. Since it would have been black on black, it wouldn't have looked right. It needed something to pop them off of the wall. So in each one of those slots, I left those slots big enough to hang these mirrors. So see, every one of these squares was intentional, guys. I promise you. So I am going to mimic this light fixture back. I'm going to mimic the mirror back to that light fixture. So I sprayed it, left it overnight, and here is the final. So it turned out really good. I taped it, I sprayed it, left it, and this is how it turned out. Okay guys, here is the reveal of the living room. Like I said before, I had to adjust the style that I was going to do here. These candle holders, I got those from Hobby Lobby, and the beads, I got them from Kirkland. This white area right here is where her TV will go, a 65 to a 70-inch TV. So when she purchased it, that is where it will be hung. And you will see, like, I have a tray there. I have this vase that's on the floor. I got that vase from Home Goods, and I got the sticks from Hobby Lobby. I did, however, saw that same vase in Kirklands for twice the price, double the price, basically. That black vase that's on top of the floating shelf, I got that from Kirklands. This beautiful sofa that sits so comfortable, it has the cup holders. I got that from Wayfair. The pillow that's on there is from the client. I have not gotten the pillows for this pieces yet. The house is about 98% completed. The carpet I got that from Ross, actually, not Home Goods, Ross. And these two ottomans, those actually belongs to the ottoman that's at the front door. This whole setup right here should have been at the front door, but we had to rearrange it because the house needs to be livable for the client, and she had preferred to have a bench there because all of the shoes are at that door. This table, we got it from Overstock. Guys, back to this beautiful dining room. This space is definitely a showstopper. This is exactly what she asked for. She wanted a showstopper dining room, and we delivered. So again, you see how elegant the black is. You see how I have the natural tones of the different woods in there. I have the different brought in some tones of different metals. So we have the brassy gold, and then we have the black, irony black. So that is what took everything, pull it together, and gave us that modern farmhouse look. Guys, this space right here though, you want to walk up in this house, and when this is the first thing you see, I'm telling you, is mouth dropping. And I'm not saying that because it was done by JAGbyDesign. I'm saying that because my mouth dropped when I saw it, and I do surprise myself every time. Every time I surprise myself. These curtains, like I said, we got those from JAGmade, and the rods, those industrial looking rods, we got those from Wayfair. This beautiful, beautiful dining table that we got from Ashley Furniture turned out beautiful. It's solid wood and I love it. These lamps, I saw those on Overstock and I got 2 of them. Didn't know where I was going to put them, but I just knew they would work perfect for this space. These candlesticks, I got those candlesticks from Burlington. This artwork, I got it from Kirklands. I said already about the 2 mirrors on the side. I bought those from HomeGoods. This little plant vase right here, I got that from Kirklands. The candle, I got it from HomeGoods. I know it's not JAGbyDesign's candle. The client always had that particular vase and I used it there. I don't know why I forgot to walk with one of my candles. I did say I'm going to start to leave my candles in my client's home, and I completely forgot to walk with the candles. This banquette right here, I think I got it from, if it's not from Ashley Furniture, I think it's from Wayfair. I'm not 100% sure, but I will leave the link in the description. The light fixture, I did get that from Lamp Plus. The clock on the wall from Burlington. The house came with this white tee. It's not a white, this like has like a yellow undertone to it. The color that's on the wall, that's the color, the builder grade color that the home came with. We did not change the color. That was not in our budget. So what's left to get for this room is to put a plant in that corner. The client, she prefers real plants than fake ones, so I told her which one to put in that corner. And of course we have to get a really nice centerpiece for her table. So the table is not completed, but outside of that, this room is, I would say, 99% completed, with, you know, less those 2 things that's left to go in it, which is the plant and to complete the styling on her dining room table. So elegant, so elegant, so elegant. And you know, I'm about to do a little copy in my house. So guys, this is like when you just walk in the house. Like I said, there's a shoe rack there. So all we really did was put our artwork there and put that bench there. These 3 mirrors, I got those from Kirkland. The dining table that you see there, it does belong to the client. She always had that. And that gold artwork, we got that from HomeGoods. Again, these, not HomeGoods. These curtains are from JAGmade. Now we had such a hard time hanging these curtains because they're extremely heavy and we could not find any studs in this wall. This is Florida, and the homes, the first floor is built from blocks. So yeah, we could not find studs, so it was really hard. So we didn't even get to hang the drapery that's going to go over the glass door. So some should get a professional to come in and do that hanging. We normally don't do that, but we was doing it for her. So this concrete vase that you're seeing here, I got that from Wayfair. That thing is so freaking heavy. And again, guys, this wall right here though, I love this design way better than what we had there before. This really brought in the farmhouse modern that we were going for. This black base, again, I got it from Kirklands. Underneath we'll have some baskets, so that's what's left to go in this space, the TV, and baskets to put all of her electronics into. This coffee table came from Wayfair. This one is a 47-inch. This rug, I actually found this rug in Ross. It's a Sierra rug. I actually found that in Ross. Again, like I always like to leave space for the client to bring in their personality. When I told her that, she was like, "What personality?" I was like, "Girl, you have a personality." So I, gave her an idea what she's gonna put where. Okay. So guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys were inspired by this design. I hope what we do puts a smile on your face as it does on ours. And stay tuned for next week's video, where I will give you ideas on how you can style your home for fall. See you guys next week. Bye.
She said she running away. She said she can't take it no more.